All right, welcome back to King FX Trading Mastery. If this is your first time you will be checking on our channel, make sure you click that subscribe button and don't forget to activate the bell icon. All right, guys, it's been an amazing week for us this past week, and a lot has really happened. All right, so guys, let's get down with this analysis. Um, According to our record, close to 70% of the trade record we analyzed last week played out, and some of them were invalidated, and of course we had few losses, but overall we've been able to come out with a good profit. All right, so if this is your first time you'll be watching this channel, this analysis you are looking right in front of you is called the King strategy. This strategy is the combination of moving averages, stochastic, and RSI. So if you really want to learn more about this strategy, there's a link at the end of this video. So make sure you watch this video to the end. So through that link, you can be able to learn more about this strategy and how to input all the parameters and every other thing you need to know to be successful with this strategy. Then you can now come back to this weekly analysis as we do this every weekend to ensure we give you a tip on the trades and pairs to look out for. Okay, so make sure you watch this video till the end, and good luck for those who were on the training last week Sunday. We've been able to treat an important uh, training concerning this strategy, which gives us the opportunity to be able to use small stop loss to get a big reward, and this has been really amazing this previous week. Okay, so we call it King Strategy Pro plus the Snipper entry. We already have a video on our channel, so search for that on our channel and watch that, and you'll be able to take a sniper entry with this strategy. This is really amazing, guys. All right, so let's get down with this week analysis. This week analysis is between Monday, July 26th to Friday, July 30th, 2021. Monday, July 26th to Friday, July 30th, 2021, guys. All right, so the first pair I want to be looking at right now, as we do not have a lot of pairs coming up this week, according to our research, we notice that a lot of pairs are currently ranging and changing, switching direction from either uptrend to the downtrend or from downtrend to an uptrend. So we expect some of these pairs to a lot of pairs to start changing direction between Monday and Wednesday. So we expect to have more pairs or more trades to come up by Wednesday and Friday and thereafter. Okay, but for now we have few pairs to look out for. So the first pair I want to be looking at right now is AUD card. AUD card is currently sell biased, and quickly, guys, for those who are watching this for the first time, we are taking our trade based on 1 hour entry, and we are using H4 as our filter time frame. Okay, and for the sniper entry we look into 5 minutes to take the sniper entry, so take note of that. So the weekly analysis, as you can see, AUD card, we see this the weekly candle close with a perfect bearish engulfing candlestick. So this is an indication to us that this coming week AUD card is going to keep going down. All right, AUD card is going to keep going down. So we expect AUD card to drop further to this red support at 0.9139 during this coming week, guys. All right. So for the daily, we see that we have some we have a pin bar. So this tells us that we may expect this pair to keep going down. We've seen a break of structure right here. Okay, we've seen this support get broken. So this tells us that we should have some level of confidence to expect this pair to keep pushing down. So with this in mind, we want to look out for a sell. So we expect this to keep coming down. So we have already seen the cross right here. So we want to wait for this to pull back, then drop down. Okay. So when you see the pullback and on its way down, we want to pick our trade for a sell. Okay. Why our target is going to be, our first target is going to be at this level at 0.9219. Okay, and the next target is going to be the weekly target at the red support. Okay, so AUD card is good for a sell during this coming week. Okay, the next one we'll talk about is AUD NZD. AUD NZD is currently sell bias, so the weekly candle we see a pin bar. All right, so with this pin bar, we expect this to keep pushing down towards this red support, which is at 1.0418 during this coming week. Okay, so coming to the daily, we see a perfect uh engulfing candlestick to the downside. So we see this tells us that this pair is most likely going to keep pushing down, but we can see this is currently sitting at a support, but we of course expect this support to get broken and keep moving down. So if that should happen, if this support should get broken, we expect the daily move to drop down to the green support at 1.0478, and if that level get broken, we are heading to the red support. So coming back to our entry time frame, we have seen this pair sitting at a support, so we want to wait for this to pull back towards the 120 moving average, then we catch the trade on its way down. Okay, catch the trade on its way down, then we can take our first profit at this green support. Okay, why our subsequent profit is going to be this green and the red. All right, so AUD NZD is a good one to also look for a sell. AUD NZD, look for a sell. The next one we'll talk about is Swiss franc JPY. Swiss franc JPY is currently buy bias. We can see on the filter time frame is currently trading above the 120 moving average. So why the H1 is also very well above it. So we want to the weekly candle, we see this shows as hammer, so which tells us that we may see some more push up. But the previous week candle, we can see a this is like it's not a perfect bearish engulfing, but this shows that price was coming down. So this may be a retest, but we're going to see what is going to happen. But nevertheless, we are still buy bias on lower time frame. Okay, so with this, the daily candle, we also see this the daily candle also closed in green. So we see this as a momentum candle. So with this, we expect this pair to also push up some more towards this level. If ever price is going to keep going down, we expect it to come up to at least this green resistance at 120.70. All right, and if this level get broken, we'll be heading to the red resistance, which is going to be for the weekly resistance. All right, so coming to our entry time frame, we want to wait for the pullback. All right, wait for the pullback, then on its way up, catch your buy entry, then take your first profit before this green resistance has 120.70, and if this level get broken, we are heading higher. So Swiss franc JPY, look for a buy. This is going to be a good trade to look out for. So the next one we talk about is Euro AUD. Euro AUD is currently, I think this is okay. This is not a good one to look out for. So let's go to Euro NZD. Euro NZD. Few seconds, guys. Okay, Euro NZD. Euro NZD, we currently see this to the downside. We currently see this pushing down. So with this, the weekly candle, we see this, we see the big rejection from this weekly candle. So this is a sign of weakness from the uptrend to the from the upside to the downside. Okay, this is a perfect, we call it a pin bar, or without a red body, but a big rejection. This rejection tells us that this pair is most likely going to push down towards the red support during this coming week. Okay, so we expect this Euro NZD to pull down to 1.6610, which is at this red support during this coming week. So that is going to be our weekly target. So the daily target, we see this closed in red. Okay, so the daily target is going to be one at this green support at 1.6778 during this coming uh week. So, and if this level get broken, our next target is going to be the red support. So back to our entry time frame, we definitely want to wait for the pullback and catch the sell entry to the downside, and our first profit is going to be at the green support. Okay, so Euro NZD is going to be a good one to look for a sell. Euro NZD, look for a sell. Euro Swiss franc is currently sell bias. So the weekly candle, we see this close in red, but the previous week candle was uh was a pin bar candlestick, but this candle, this may be a retest to this, but we're going to see what is going to happen because this is currently sitting at a demand zone. So we may expect this pair to keep pushing up, but nevertheless, we are still uh sell bias, and the weekly candle, we see this closed in red. So as we have this, we may expect this pair to also push down further to this red support at 1.0766 before the push up can happen. So our weekly target for this is going to be at the red support during this coming week. So the daily candle closed in green, okay, with some little rejection. So this tells us that this pair may pull up any moment from now, but according to our weekly, we expect this pair to pull down some more during this coming week. So going back to our entry time frame, we see the cross has already happened. So you want to wait for the pullback to happen right here. All right, wait for the pullback and take your sell entry, or okay, or take your sell entry, or take the uh Snipper entry on 5 minutes, which is going to help us to have small stop loss. So with that, our first take profit is going to be at 1.0804. Okay, so and if that level get broken, we will be targeting the red support. So Euro Swiss franc is a good one to also look for a sell. Euro Swiss franc, look for a sell. Euro GBP, this pair is also pushing down. Okay, so the weekly candle, we see a rejection right on this candle. So with this, we may expect this pair to also push down some more before we finally see the push up, because it is currently sitting at a strong uh it's currently sitting at a strong demand, well, weekly demand zone. So we may expect this pair to pull up in the next week or upper week. So but with this in mind, with this rejection, we expect this pair to at least pull down some more towards the red support at 0.8470 during this coming week. So and the daily candle, we see this a perfect inside bar. So I see this inside bar may be a continuation to the downside. So entry time frame, we have seen the cross already to the upside. So let's wait. As the cross happen to the downside, we take our entry. All right, take our entry and take our first profit before this level. Okay, before this support at 85 0.8510. Okay, that's going to be a good trade if the pair should pull down. All right, so euro gbp, look for a sell. That is going to be a good trade to look out for. Euro gbp, look out for sell. Euro usd is currently pulling down, is currently to the downside. So the weekly candle, we see this, the weekly candle closed in red. All right, but this pair is also sitting at a demand zone, the same way we see the euro gbp is currently already at a demand zone. So any moment from now, we may expect this pair to pull up, but we still expect this pair to pull down towards the red support, okay, the weekly. So towards 1.1705, which is the weekly support. So we still expect this pair to pull down a little bit further before the pull up can happen. So the daily candle, we see this as an indecision candle, okay, not knowing the direction to follow. But of course, the weekly tells us that we should expect some more pull down. Okay, so with that in mind, we've seen the cross to the upside. So once the cross happen to the downside, then take the sell trade. Take the sell trade. Take the sell trade to the downside. So our first support is going to be 1.1738. Okay, that's going to be our first target. And if that level get broken, we will expect the price to touch 1.1705, which is at the red support, before we see the push up. All right, so this is going to be a good trade to look out for, guys. So euro usd, look for a sell. The next pair I want to talk about is gbp nzd. gbp nzd, we see gbp nzd is currently pulling down. The weekly candle, the previous week candle, we see this as a big red candle, but this week candle, we see this close as an inside bar to the previous week candle. So but with this, we expect this to also pull down some more based on the previous week candle that formed before this week candle. So we expect this to at least push down some more. Okay, and if that's going to happen, we may see this pair pull down to the red support at 1.9207 during this coming week. Okay, while the daily, we see the daily close in red. So the daily candle, this is just like a retest to this. So we may have some push up. Anything can happen on this pair. All right, anything can happen on this pair. So we want to be careful with this pair, right? But nevertheless, we are still sell buyers with this pair. So the cross has already happened. We may take the sniper entry to the downside. Take the sniper entry to the downside. Then we take our first profit at 1.9532. All right. So gbp is going to be a good one to look out for a sell, but we want to be careful with this pair, guys. All right. GA, GA is going to be the last pair I want to talk about. We are already on the upside. So this is pulling up to the upside. So we want to see this go still pushing up. So the weekly candle, we see this. We've seen a structure being broken since last week. So we're expecting this to keep pushing up, no doubt about that. We're expecting it to keep pushing up. Okay, so the overall movement is to push for this pair to push up further. But this week, we expect this pair to at least push up to 1.8841 during this coming week. Okay, while the daily candle, we also see this uh closed in green, so a sign of strength to the upside. So coming back to our entry time frame, let's wait for the pullback. Wait for the pullback. Catch your buy entry. Okay, we have a long way to the upside, so you may take your profit at ratio 1 to 2, 1 to 4, depending on what you want. But this should be a good trade to the upside if the signal is going to hold. So let's look out for a buy on GA. GBP AUD, look out for a buy. So guys, this is what I have for you. The weak pairs according to this is Euro is weak. According to this strategy and this analysis, Euro is weak. So we want to take advantage of Euro pairs to short all the Euro pairs. All right. But guys, make sure you click that subscribe button if you have not subscribed, and click that like button, and don't forget to share this with everyone. So by making use of the sniper entry strategy, you are assured uh, of profit if you know how to take the sniper entries. And if you do not know, make sure you watch the video on that and practice that on demo before you go live. All right, so guys, I'm going to see you guys for the next one, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Before I forget, if you're watching this for the first time, every Sunday we have a training on our Telegram group, a Zoom training where we pick random subjects. So if you want to be part of that training, there's our Telegram link down below. So click on that link, join our Telegram group. From there, you're going to get more details about our weekly training. This training is priceless, and it is the type of training a lot of people are asking you guys to pay for. So join us this Sunday and let's roll together. So I'm going to see you guys during the midweek analysis. Thank you so much. Bye bye for now, and God bless you, and happy trading.